I hope you're all doing great. Today, in this live session, I am Khadija Naveed. My name is Khadija Naveed. I am from School of Creative Media and Technology of MAHSA International College. Along with me, we have a very special guest with us today, Mr. Bobby Sahib. He is an Associate Director of JKK Consultant, and he is also a speaker Soxal, Hishko, and he has been speaker in many universities, other universities, and he's an advisory panel in many companies. The topic today that we are going to talk about is industry leaders taking technology in the business of in this new era. So as we all know that technology has important effects of business in these days, right? In business operations it provides more effective, more we can say like for a more convenient way of business, how to run a business. So the IT is compulsory in, I can say compulsory in business field. So without further ado, I would like to pass the session to Mr. Bobby so he can explain about the technology in business. What is it actually?
Good morning, Kat. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to say thank you for making the time and effort. My sincere good morning to all the respected guests this morning. Okay, I would not know the sequence of your, how do I address you, Sir, Madam, Dato, Nantri, and so on. And please forgive me if I do not get that right. Okay, first of all, I know it's an effort by itself to make it here because we are going through a beautiful Ramadan month, and at the same time, it takes a lot of energy to even get things done. But for those who are live right now, I just like to tell you thank you very much for your support, and I would really like to see how we can get this to the next level. Yes, Kat, very true. In fact, a lot of us do think at the back of our mind that no, technology is everything that we need. Tetapi there are still some things out there we do not really need technology. Okay? Yes, it is important, it's part of us. But today, just for our own understanding, and what I will do is really on the surface of things, is what I'm going to explain. Because being in business and doing a lot of things, not only for the public and the government sector itself, you'll be surprised to know there's certain things that are really connected to you on a daily basis. Some of them maybe you may not realize. But my dear people, what I want to say here is please take it with a pinch of salt for what I'm going to say, because after this there are going to be some really good questions which I have received since yesterday and today, which are very related to some of your courses. And what I'm going to add a bit more today is about how technology has changed your lifestyle and how is it going to change jobs in the future, and how much of impact it's going to have on you. So without further ado, thank you again. I really appreciate this very much, and I appreciate the opportunity given to me by MAHSA Avenue International College. And this really means a lot to me. This adds on another one more great day and success for me to have a chat in a university or in an institution of education. All right, guys, thank you again sincerely. You guys are great. Keep up the good work, and I would like to start right away. All right, guys. So what we have here is today. Sorry if I'm going to turn a bit, and at the same time, how we're going to move about things. We're going to talk about technology in business. The most important thing before I go on further, technology in business. All of us don't go too far. If you look at yourself in the place where you're sitting down right now, you're holding a device in your hand that is called the mobile phone. So today, basically, you can do anything that you want on the mobile phone itself, and it does not make any impact on things. Whereby as long as I got my mobile phone, not like those days, you need to have a credit card or debit or a card with you that you can leave home. Today, no. It is your mobile phone that is your lifeline. Have you ever come across people, if they do not hold their mobile phone on a day, their hands start shivering? I've seen. Do you know averagely how many times do we look at our mobile phone? You do your thumbprint, you on your phone. If I tell you the average, go back home and count. Seriously count. Averagely, you are touching your mobile phone about 250 times a day. Do you know that? You now realize, right? Go back and count. So technology is not like something we can say is a part of us, but technology is us. Okay? So if you see the contents, what I'm going to talk about today is really all about what we commonly know, what we commonly see, and at the same time, how we are actually going to use technology in our life. What I'm going to also talk about, the subject matter over here, if you see here, is that we are also going to talk about how the technology today is going to help us and impact us in the long run. So, what I have here is, okay, all right, let's look at the first page itself. So, as what I was mentioning to you earlier, what you have realized is we have integrated ourselves with technology. Your handshake with technology today is something that you cannot go back on. Can you ever say that I'm going to go walk into the jungle and not use my phone or not use anything? No, you cannot, because you need a GPS to know where you are. Simple example. Do you know among the first few technologies that you actually used when you're very young, but you never realized and you thought this is normal? The calculator. Interesting or not? You've been using the calculator all these years and you thought this was okay lah, this is what I need to use in school. So who actually did this thing? Simplest, most basic thing. And today, how far we are from a simple calculator. Does anybody here do gardening at home? Do you cut your flowers? Do you lawn your mower and all the stuff? Do you do that? Some do, some do not. Do you know the machine that you use to cut your grass and all the stuff is a technology? Otherwise, what you're going to use a pisau and go there and cut. Right? So, guys, you are integrated with technology without even realizing many of times. And today, we also ask ourselves this question: is this the technology I want? Is this really enough? Not enough, You want some more, is it? I give you some more today. Alright? So because if you talk about technology, I will give due respects to the lecturers here. I'll give due respects to those from the IT faculty. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Where AI is concerned today, we are only at stage 3. We need to reach to stage 5 and 6. So even we have stage 3 technology given to us in AI today, but we are only bringing it back 1 or 2 notches because it's the way how the society has moved. We as Asians, we are still very much touch and feel. Faham dah? Let's take a simple example, ladies. How many of you all do buy your clothes or your shoes on Shopee? Banyak ke? Okay, next question. How many of you all got so disappointed whenever you buy your clothes on Shopee or shoes and suddenly the thing comes up, apalah, this is not what I saw, this is what I wanted to buy. Return. Correct? I personally returned shoes 2 times back to the supplier. Why? Because I trust technology. You say to me size 44, but suddenly you send me size 44, but inside size 42. Right? But still, being the human being I am, I try to put my leg inside, if my shoe can enter or not. But thanks to technology, I got very frustrated, so I sent back. Do not forget which part of the world we are. We are in Asia. We are Asians. Okay? We have still got this thing about touch, feel, negotiation. If you never ask even 10 cents less, so your hati like senang lah hari tu. We always want to get the best bargain of things. We want to get the best things done for ourselves. It's very normal, it's very natural. Alright? But do not forget, no matter whatever you do, you are the one who is hugging technology to the max. You are the one who is saying to yourself, oh my God, if I do not have this, how am I going to do certain analysis? How am I going to do this? But it's a need. You cannot simply go and say that I'm not going to use technology today. Try to leave your phone at home. You cannot go on the bus also. Correct or not? You cannot even go into a building because they want you to do scanning. Then what? You want to carry that your injection card around. I have an injection. Please, today is non-technology day. It doesn't work for us. Alright, guys? So what you actually see in my first slide itself is not really an introduction. But what I want to tell you is, what is the impact on us? If you do not have these tools, were very intelligently done in business, you may not get the results you actually want. And the human being like us, we can make errors, we can make mistakes, which is the truth. But what are these tools actually? These tools are here to assist us. These tools are here to help us make a better decision. And without these tools, many of times, I've used many tools in business before, you cannot survive without it. At different level of your life, at different level of your job that you're doing, you will need certain tools. And many of those tools keep people together nowadays. What is the most famous thing nowadays? Facebook, Insta? Is that going on right now a lot? TikTok? So what is that? Means of communication. Means of having your product, your services, your capabilities out there. Correct? So what are we doing about it? Are we taking advantage of it? Or we are the type who are very cautious, 50-50. I know when to use my technology and I know when not to use my technology. Good on you, don't lie, okay? Always on Facebook, always on Insta, always doing one, two, TikTok, and then delete. Don't know, understand or not? Okay, guys. So this is very normal because we are part of the technology. We are not away from technology. We embrace technology. We have to embrace. That's the way moving forward. Okay. So do bear with me a bit. So what I'm going to do is next, we're going to talk about. Oh, all right. Interesting. So no worries. So this slide was supposed to show to you what kind of technologies that are already existing. Maybe some of you all know, some of you all not know, some of you all have never maybe even heard about it. So I've got a very simple list which I'm going to put a lot more because based on what we found out, there are a lot more new things going on. Because if you want to come for my big data talk and you come for my blockchain talk, then you'll be surprised to know this is nothing compared to what I'm showing to you. So the few keywords now every other person is hearing is the first words I say to you. Your big data, your blockchain, your things you need to do. Okay, let's not get too far ahead of things. Getting a bit too technical, right? So now let's come back to non-technicality, but as simple as possible. Just take a minute and glance and see how technology has moved. I'm very sorry, it looks like the slide has taken its own mood today. So anyway, with the mood on also, there are few technologies that you are already involved in today. Do you know that? Let's not take all 20. Are you at least involved in 3 to 5 technologies here? Did you realize you got integrated into these technologies? Or is it because from the time you were born, you had a phone in your hand and you thought this is life? Some are going through our next coming generations. Our next coming generations are going to be such that the device that they have or the way how they interact, that is life. You take that away, you just took away their heartbeat. Why? Why? Because the technology has grown to that length, we are so dependent on it. We are dependent. I am dependent. I'm not trying to say giving you all a talk today, oh, I'm not dependent, I know how to know. The truth is we have to be dependent. We are dependent. You cannot run away, yeah? So moving forward in life, you will get more, not less. It's a matter of your choice. You want to keep the device away, you want to really move away from technology, up to you. But technology will be in your face, like it or not. Embrace it, don't run away from it. Learn it, don't criticize about it. Because sometimes when we do not know how to use something, I'm not user friendly, jangan pakai, don't go to the side. Why? It's you. It's not because you don't know how to operate it. Learn. Please, my dear guys, you cannot run away from a lot of things. Right? So, now we talk about business. Alright. So guys, so what you will actually realize is that all of us have got cita-cita manis dalam hati. I want to do business. Why? Because I can put my products on Shopee lah, Lazada lah, I can put on don't know where else the names that I cannot forget to say, But Are you ready? Or you think you're ready? There's a big difference here. Think you're ready and you are ready. Anybody want to guess how many times Shopee shut down and open again? Do you know the history? Do you know how many times Lazada was not allowed to operate in Malaysia? But we are so dependent on them today, right? Zalora. Have you heard about these names? There are many other sites I can keep on talking about. Do you know that? That's why I asked you the first question. Are you ready for business or you think you're ready for business? Today, you are very dependent. I just have to put it there. Hope somebody looks at it. Marketing will be done for me. Everything is done for you. You'll be surprised, no, it doesn't work like that. There's a lot of content, a lot of things you need to do. You need to have even your business calendar. Do you even think about it? Have you got schedulings done? Do you have what kind of platforms besides your selling platform that you're doing your work on? Do you have it? So you think you want to do business but you're not ready for business. So what's going to happen with you? You're going to fall flat on your face. Definitely, don't get me wrong, I know I'm very blunt with my words. Because everybody will not look at your failures when you're up there. They will only look at your success when you're up there. Nobody asks you, so actually, how many times you failed? Nobody will ask you that. People will just want to know how you made it there so I can copy and also do the same thing. But can everybody copy what you're doing? Not always. You'll be surprised to know the uniqueness that you have, the USP that you have. What is USP? Not a logistics service. USP means unique selling point that you have is the one that is going to make a difference in your business. You can be having almost the same unique selling points as others, but what makes you different? Catch on to that, hold on to that, and this is where you are going to strive to be really, really different. Because the journey you're going to take today, moving into this word called business, is going to make you a different human being. Sorry for my language, a different animal. You need to have that mindset. You need to have nothing here. No emotions, only business. The day you bring emotions into the house, when you're doing business, bye-bye. See you. Go and look for another brand. Go and think of another idea. Sorry, I know some of you all are looking at me like I'm too blunt. Some of you all may not accept what I'm saying. But you all be surprised to know I do not speak to you here just because I've gone through it. I've done it. The way how things are, if you can make it at your startup, my heartfelt congratulations to you. But do you know 9 out of 10 startups fail every year? Are you aware of it?
Yes.
Definitely. I hear that semangat, yes, that means you have tried, you have really learned, and you have failed. It's okay. You don't fail, you learn or not? You don't learn, right? Okay. Baby fall, baby cry. Next thing you know, the baby doing the same thing. Use the baby theory lah. So when you fall, you wake up, you learn, you move forward. But what you did previously is a lesson, it's a history for you to not do the same mistake. Have you heard about this word? Saying that once bitten, thrice shy? It's actually twice shy. Why thrice shy? Because we are in the 21st century. Because you will never want to be shy again. Don't be shy. What is there to be shy? Are you doing something bad? Are you doing something wrong? Not so accepted by society? You're only doing business. If you don't do, somebody else will do. Remember that. Always remember that. So whatever you want to start, whatever is running through your mind, go and do. If you don't do, somebody else will do. And what the reaction you're going to get is, hiya, I wanted to do it. This is my idea. No, this is what I want to do. Then why don't do? Why are you talking so much? Keep quiet lah. Okay? So that's what will happen. So, now, let me tell you that why people are getting into business. Why today technology and business is a part of what you're doing. If anybody actually realize, I'm not reading you from the slides. Your slides is for you to read. Every slide is being prepared for you to read. Yes, but whatever I'm saying to you is got to do with the slide itself. All right? So, what you realize today is, oh yeah, I think it's better I get into the business. I've got a lot of security, things are going to work out for me. I can reach out to all my clients. I'm going to make sure this technology is going to help me. And furthermore, what do I worry? They're going to support me. They're going to do everything for me. Hello? You are their cousin brother or cousin sister, they do everything for you. Yes, sir. So you think what? You go on platform, everything given to you, you can reach your customers and you think everything is being done for you. So, big deal. No, it doesn't work like that. You are forgetting the main point. This is only the beautiful picture you get out of business. But the work you need to put in, you need to understand every step of the way. Doing business is one thing, having knowledge to do business is another thing altogether. You have technology, it's going to help you, it's going to make things work for you. True, I agree with you. But what are you here? Just because somebody say A, you do A. Somebody say B, you do B. Huh? Monkey say, monkey do. Is that the unique part about yourself? Do you know how many more kind of knowledge do you need to do business? It's not what you have you can survive on. Not all of us are Bill Gates. Not all of us can one day morning wake up and come up with something the whole world needs. You are only selling what the world requires, not the world needs. You understand the business? We are all copycats. So don't go and say my idea is very unique, very different. Huh? I'm different. No. So what do you do? I am selling lamps. Oh, lamps. Oh, nobody else got lamps in the world, right? One example for you. Maybe your lamp a bit different. Okay? You are just copycats. You are not original. One day you come back to become original. I'll give you my email address. Send me what is so original for you. But be prepared also my answer. So today, embrace technology, learn to understand it, how it works for you, where is it going to be more of advantage for you in business. If you want to do things right, why do we need technology and how is going to help you in business? Do you understand even that much of it? If you can get this much, you are only on your first step. Your first step. You haven't hit the stars yet. Get it? Now, let me share with you something very important. So guys, have you ever heard or seen this kind of words before? I believe in this wonderful institution of education, you all have been introduced these words that you see at the back of me. You all do have an idea what is it all about? And for the new registered ones coming in today for the open day, I would tell you why this institution is great is because they do look into this kind of things. Can you run away from these things? Do you really need it? Do you really want it? Are you really learning it? Or I just go to class, I sit down, I open the book, the teacher talk, I listen, then after that I just recorded room sessions or anything like that. I have to go and give my cat food, I have to do other things which are more important. Do you know what is it like when you really pick up this subject like this? You have an idea, besides all the technology you have, I'm very savvy. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. But do you know how to do it? Do you really understand how to do it? Do you know if you even know the first 5 at the line here, your business will be at a different level already. If you know how to use these particular tools. The first 5. Don't go too low, so that running Apaya becomes so ambitious. Have you ever just looked and understood that words like digital means what? I go for one ceramah for 3-4 days, I become digital marketer already. Okay? Customer experience. It's not customer service, it's customer experience. You're selling products, you're doing things. What are the tools you're going to use for your customer experience? you have anything to check? Are you on the right track? So everything I've mentioned up here, there is a tool related to it, guys. Because if I start speaking about every single tool that is related to it, then it's going to take until tomorrow morning. We book up outside here also. Okay? So, but one thing, if you see, I'm sure there are some very respected lecturers here. There are people in this faculty here. They know, they understand why are they delivering this to you. Because these are tools not only for survival in business. It's not only the technology part. You need to have something up here. If you do not input yourself in at least the top 5 here, my dear friend, you're not ready for business. Let me be very, very honest with you. Okay? Because it's much more deeper than the surface that you are in. You are only at the level you look at the water, so nice, can see through. Hey, go buy my products. Yeah, I don't need anything else. Correct. Grow a bit more. Grow, get your products moving, get things done. Then what happens? Hiya, you know what happened? My business doing so good now. But suddenly, some other fella came, don't know from somewhere and gave a better discount. That's why I lost out. Don't give these excuses to yourself. You are not knowledgeable enough. You are not there actually. You are just riding the wave of happiness for your products to move or your services to move because you are not knowledgeable enough. Please, with all due respect, guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to give you a drama to tell you about what is right, what is wrong, what you need to do, and all that stuff. I'm giving you for my heartfelt experience. I've seen many people doing businesses using technology at every level. Yes, you will have to use it. You will enjoy it. You will make money out of it. But for how long? In marketing, you will learn every product has got a lifeline. How you want to bring the lifeline of a product? It's either going to go this way, it's either going to have a downturn. So when do you capture that curve in marketing? Let's talk about marketing. Let's talk about digital marketing now. What other activities do you have on digital marketing? What is your calendaring? What is your customer satisfaction level? What kind of surveys are you doing? Where are you with your product and innovation? Or is it still the same nasi goreng you're selling online and selling every day? One day, the whole country finish eating nasi goreng, they say, alamak, nasi goreng again. No innovation, nothing new. Somebody else will come and beat you, whack you out from below your feet anytime. Why? I got technology. Why do I worry about? Technology evolves from time to time. How many of you all still wear watches today? Why? Because it's a statement. It is a need, a necessary, a fast check. But actually, do you need a watch? You got a watch in your handphone today, right? Correct? Second thing, how many of you all got this Konica, Canon cameras all in the house? You know, once upon a time, the cameras used to be big, you know. One kind of long cameras, big cameras, there's only one human being standing behind one camera, they will put there, okay, smile. Today, where's your camera? In your phone, there's okay, complete 29 megapixels. Okay, so I'm going to change it. Cantik muka, not enough. So remember, when I first started my talk this morning, I said to you all, not enough technology, more coming, don't worry. A lot more coming. Your next generation will outbeat you in the technology that you are sniffing right now. Nothing. What you're learning today is just enough for you to survive in this generation. Anybody ever tell you that? For you, this is great. For you, this is what you're learning is the best. Go and ask your lecturers in marketing, IT, engineering, and all the stuff. All these guys who are putting their years and effort in school, they are today lecturing you. Ask them, what you're giving today, are you happy with it? Yeah, I'm happy, but enough for them to learn at this point of time. But if I give them a bit more, then maybe some spark will happen. Maybe they can take it, some people cannot take it. But then suddenly they go into this very important website, blur.com. You know, it's not they don't want to give you. Can you take it or not? You can take it, bring it on. They will give you. Right? So again, guys, I know this page here, what you have with you here is just something. If you want, take a picture. For the love of God, go and see what is this thing's all about. Why are people successful? Why are companies successful? They got the first stage you saw just now, the first few slides. I got this technology, that technology, I'll use this technology, I will do this, I'll integrate with this. This is good for me, it's safe for me, helps me out. Surface. You need to have this. Do you know what's going to happen to you by 2030? I just came back from a very big debate overseas. How your life is going to change by 2030, how technology is going to force you to learn things, how the society is going to be behaving the next few years, 7 years more on here. Do you know how many of us are going to lose our jobs? They don't need us anymore already. Very professional levels. You know, we don't need accountants anymore very soon. We don't need auditors very soon. We don't need insurance agents very soon. There is a software coming up very maybe after 2030. You don't even need lawyers anymore. So then what? What are you going to do? Send us cinema. No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to scare you. Okay? I'm here to tell you that you need the knowledge and technology that you need to learn because we are human beings. We need something, the edge. What is our edge? I'll show you what our edge is. What you actually need to prepare for the next coming 7 years. Don't talk about much. There was another talk I was supposed to go 2050 years. Let me leave the first 7 years first, then we come back and talk about other years. Because technology is rapidly growing. You'll be surprised to know. Right. As I was saying to you just now, have you all enhanced a bit more things about yourself here? I'm not talking very far future, no, 2050, year 3000 or anything. For the new students, the people who are just registered, guys, you need to enhance this also. Some of you will be thinking, some more. Just now he talked to me about technology, very nice. Then suddenly they tell me I need this knowledge, and now they tell me I need this one also. Ayo, really? No need lah. Balik kampung already lah. Tanam jagung enough already. Do you know that also you need technology? Seed technology today is different. Material technology is different. Soil technology is different today. So you can escape. Don't need to go kampung lah. Right? So again, guys, this is very debatable. You can go on internet and check. So whatever I've given you today, you can go on internet and check. Very debatable by different groups of people. Learned people, especially those who are lecturers, teachers, and all that stuff, they have put their mind very far-fetched. They have thought about it also. And they're worried for you. To be honest. Because you do not have what is to be required also as a person. So let's talk about knowledge of reading, right? So now we look here, what is it this guy is talking about? Let me talk about number 11. Have you heard about this word called emotional intelligence? It means what? You can become actor, actress. All time Shah Rukh Khan gonna come out in you and all this stuff. No. Okay? This is something very different. Go to your libraries, I'm sure they got books on this. All here, there are books on this. These are all book-based, what I'm giving to you all. I've read most of them. Not all of them. Because sometimes I read comics also, I need life also. Okay? So, well guys, you all are young, you are the future. So what kind of future we are looking at? A scary future, happy future, or confused future? This is where formation happens. Not everybody will come and give you a talk on things that you got to face the world. Maybe you come across many sweet talks, kata-kata manis, kata-kata yang bagi encouragement for you and all this stuff. Very few people will come and tell you, wake up. It's not the world that you think it is. The people who are helping you, guiding you, teaching you to make you a stronger person out there, at least lah, tell thank you lah. That's all I ask lah. Because they are looking into a better time, better future for you. Because they know this. They know this. Trust me, they are very well aware of what I'm talking about here. And this is the kind of debate talks I always have with these people, the learners, the teachers, the lecturers, the deans, the professors. You're concerned. They're worried. They're not worried about technology. They're not worried about what you have knowledge. But what is the littlest things that you need to have? We forget this is also a small part of your life. Small. You think it's small? Try one or two of this. You'll be surprised to know. You'll become a different human being. Let me ask you very simple. What is your thought flow nowadays? Simple question. How does your thought flow think things? Do you have critical analytics going on in your head? Do you really analyze and look at things? Or the broader picture, smaller picture, impact, society, next to you, parents, family, and you give an answer? Oh, alah, this is like that. This is like, because I saw on the internet, on video, or the answer in the background. Hello, maybe the flow is wrong. Not everything you see on the internet is right, no. Trust me, I've debunked too many things that I get angry with people why they give false information to public. I've even sued two people. Because you are leading the society the wrong way. That's not what it's supposed to be. Takkan lah, we all one day all wake up all like lost souls. But the schools have tried to tell you about this. Your parents have tried to tell you about this. The business people who are doing business try to tell you, but no, I'm right. Please stop this I'm right kind of thing. I know everything. The internet is going to feed me everything and all the stuff. Believe me, not everybody on the internet is good. There are more hantus out there than good people. Don't go too far. They will just take something out of context, add something up, change something, and make you believe that something else is happening. That's what's happening now. You are now in a journey to search for the right and true information. Don't take anything at face value, my dear friends. Kita tolong anything, check well with. You believe me, you'll be a very, very different person altogether. Okay? So, saying this, some of you will be thinking, I'm a simpler person. I'm a person which does not really need too much of technology in my life. I would rather live a life which is much more simpler. But maybe my ambition, my businesses are very simple. Yes, there are people like that. Not everybody wants to go and hit the highest gear. Not everybody wants to go and do the max. I'm fine, I understand. Because it also makes a difference in a gender who's doing business. Maybe as a mother, as a sister, as a family person, your ideas of business is different. As a father, as a brother, as a breadwinner of the house, breadwinner doesn't have gender. It's different. Sometimes the whole responsibility of the family is on your shoulders without you realizing. You can be young, you can be old, you can be anything. You want a better, more relaxed life. So the reason why I put this up is because one of my colleagues working with me said, "Oh, you're so much into these things, you're so very much into business. What about if somebody wants to live a simpler life? Can I run away from technology?" I thought about it. No. That's my answer. Then the next question came to me, what if somebody wants to do simpler things in life? Can I do that? Yes. Okay. So I purposely came out with this. There are things you can do out there, simple businesses, things, but are they not labor intensive? It is labor intensive, or unless you got a unique talent that people really need you for, then okay, then you're fine. Do you really need technology? Minimum to answer calls, receive emails. That's minimum for us nowadays. Once upon a time, somebody can receive email, everybody go and see the screen. Oh, this is called email. Yeah, I'm not joking. Okay, how many of you all nowadays have not seen phone booths? Can see phone booth nowadays. Got it. certain places. No, really, right? I was walking with somebody very young one day. The person saw phone booth. Can you believe what the person did? Start taking photographs, selfie. This is phone booth. It's the year 2021. At times when I was growing up, phone booth was a necessity. Call away all like, so much coins almost stand there, phone booth, hello dear, who are you? But behind for long queue, Japan. Phone booth. Today we can ignore calls. Today we don't have to do anything. Correct or not? So today when you go and steal one jumbo from somewhere, so you take picture first, you go back, analyze, see who's around. All those days you don't see left and right. Go straight near the tree, shape the tree, somebody coming, oh, okay, run only lah. Today you get caught, huh? Don't do that, huh? So how much life has changed? How much technology has changed? How much technology is going to change for you? So now guys, I'm going to talk about heart. Are you ready for this heart truth? And I'll put it in the slide. So, do you know what is the situation out there today? Jobs, opportunities. Are you aware of the situation out there today? Sorry, yeah? The topic is no more. After this, beyond the topic. Just give me another 5 to 7 minutes. Because I'm the person who looks into I cannot mention the names of the company, statistics, or what bodies I work with. I only can tell you this in very simple words. Actual unemployed people today in Malaysia as we speak. I just cleared my data 3 days ago. 1.1 million people no jobs. Actually. Employers market today. Before COVID, it was employees. You can pick and choose whatever job you want. You can still throw a letter of resignation to your employer and say, tata, bye-bye. Try today and see. Try now. Some can, some will never do the mistake. Many reasons. Family, obligations, bills. But are you going to be the statistics number in a person? 1,000,001. You don't want that. What are employers doing today? Remember the first 3 slides I showed you? Whatever you're going to do out there, they are applying this on you now. They want to give you a job. They want to give you money. Every month, come and work. You know what they're picking and looking at? First of all, if say for example, I realize this very surprised, the tone has changed in the market. Send me how many CVs you got. Let me see how is it. Let me know. I know I should be sharing this with you or not. Let me know. Highest education, lower salary request. I was like, so I would ask some of the very senior CEOs, GMs of companies, no, they think that they study hard, they do this. Say, no, why worry now? Many people looking for a job, what? So why must I bother? I take what I want. No more those days. You got degree in the head, you take all everything, very great, all you can demand. No more. Now I demand what kind of worker I want. The truth. Very painful, right? Second coincidence, when you go for interviews or when you apply for interviews, jobs online, do you know what happens to your resume? It comes out blank on the other side. Because now you'll be thinking, I went to job trade, I applied, they say application went through and all this stuff. Is your resume ATS friendly or not? We ask the question, are you sending a resume or CV? You know what's the difference between a resume and a CV? Simple basic question first. You get that wrong, only apply for jobs. Second thing, is your CV going through or not? You think it's going through? Yes. Job Street is only a platform or somewhere you're going to be connected on LinkedIn and all this stuff. But if your CV or your resume is not ATS friendly, people don't tell you answer ATS friendly. If it's not ATS friendly, it comes out blank. Letaklah berapa banyak warna kau nak letak gambar besar-besar, half a page or so, blank. You know that? Everybody ever told you that? So what happens? You're still back in the queue, right? Thinking that, then sometimes you start thinking, wait, this week alone, I applied for 25 jobs. But nobody called me back. Nobody even wanted to interview me. No phone call came. Why? Never ask the question. No, you never ask the question because you're afraid to know the answer. Because otherwise you use the blame tactic. This company or such, they advertise lots of they want people or what. Number two, too many people apply for this job already. I used to apply, try and see they get. Another excuse. Third excuse people always give is that this one all inside show somebody got the job already and all this stuff. No! Stop thinking negative like that. When somebody has a system, they want something to employ. I'm telling you, majority of the time they want something to apply. I've been doing this industry for about 20 years now, guys. Trust me, with all the companies I have, you'll be surprised to know people do not realize with technology today, again technology, your resumes are not like the old days resumes anymore. Simple thing. You study so hard, you do very well, you can make one resume one day, you start applying for jobs. Actually, your resume has been blank on what? Sakit hati lah. Because you don't know. Even the resume goes through a certain technology. But you don't know. Nobody told you this. Today I tell you that. Go and check your resumes again. Or come for one of my talks on basics of resumes. And believe me, the day you rectify your resume, you understand that your resume is ATS friendly, you will start getting phone calls. That's the day you know, all this while, I've been sending out plans. You will be surprised. Because nobody tells you this. You think that the moment you send your resume is queued up, that's why people waiting, will give you jobs. No. There are another 4 more stages in the system before you get a call. So what do you do? People are giving their email addresses away for you to attach and send them your resume, is it? Is it the person got time to look at your resume? I'm working with my colleagues, my guys, I got a big team. My guys are also sometimes surrender. Too many black CVs. People are reading, or they start thinking that very big negative I don't like. Racist thinking. This job only for this one, this job only for this one. Stop, No, it's your fault. You don't know your own resume, you're not doing it right. Stop it. Then, okay guys, now, before I leave, or before I say thank you, or before I answer a lot of questions, because I think Kat has got a lot of questions, right? She was getting a lot of questions, and just one thing, there is an opportunity. I've got 200 customer service jobs open. Salaries are all going to be beyond 2,000. If you are an alumni looking for jobs, customer service inbound, not outbound, no selling things. So I don't do this kind of things, right? If you are ever interested, I've got 200 positions open. 200. And my client is from Singapore. Not even local client. Prestigious job. Classy. Aircon. Don't need to go door to door selling things. Okay, answer calls for the customers. Even today, thank you for coming. So I open this opportunity for you. Whoever is come, whoever is live now, do contact us, all right? And at the same time, if whoever can see the email address behind here, also you can. Or you can also send email to rachel@gkk.com. Consultants by S. So, anybody looking for jobs? Anybody want a job immediately? I arrange for you interviews straight away. But can email to Rachel, Rachel@gkkconsultants.com. But my other former companies, yes, we have openings. I am also working with many employers out there in the market from different sectors. Many job opportunities. But that doesn't mean if you get your resume wrong, it's not ATS friendly, I will not help you. Because technology, you want to know about technology, I'm giving you technology now. What else you want me to do? I become technology, is it? So guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. I got to ask for forgiveness. One thing. This is the way how I talk. This is the way how I act. A bit too direct. Maybe some people like it, some people don't like it. I cannot please everybody. But if you want to survive in life, you want to go out there and face the world, silakan. Accept the fact. And always appreciate the people who are teaching you all. Your lecturers, your teachers, your counselors, and all, they've gone through a lot. So now they're going to give you all a bit more knowledge up here. Okay guys, thank you very much. Have a great day, and I appreciate the opportunity given to me for the talk. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Bob, Sir Bob, for sharing the information with us. Moving on, we will go to question and answer session. If in audience you have any question, you may ask Mr. Bob. I have a few questions. My first question is, let's move on to questions. How big data can give impact to the business? Yeah.
Right? Remember just now I told you about big data? You know what is big data? That doesn't mean you take one word and then make it big. They became big data. Data. Big data is a word being used today whereby you got a lot of information. I'm going to make it very simple. I don't want to make it very technical. Because for big data, you need to come for my big data classes. Alright? So for big data is like the example, you're doing a business, you got a lot of information about your business, your clients, your vertical, how you're doing, how you're not doing, and everything. But you don't know how to use this information. You think the information you got is enough, sufficient. But where big data is concerned, it is how you use your information, how you will move forward with your information. Which part of the information is important for you to concentrate on? Or which part of the information is telling you you're doing very bad? Concentrate on that. Okay, because that's going to help you. So because guys, remember this, why is big data going to be a very integral part of business tomorrow? If you do not understand even the basics of it, why you need it, how you're going to use it to your advantage, and how you're going to avoid problems. Okay, maybe some of you also are still looking at me like, okay, what he just said. Okay, say I got information A, B, C, and D. But I realized information C is telling me I'm making a lot of sales for the age group of 25 to 35. Oh, that means my market actually, a lot of 25 to 35 years old people like. So my marketing strategy should be more focused towards the 25 to 35 years old people. But later I saw E, F, and G, they are telling me that the satisfaction level of even these buyers are not there. So I must find out. 5-star, 4-star, no star, don't want to give comment, buy them. But they're buying. So a common person will say, bos lantak lah, nak beli lah, buat apa, nak buat komen, apa, AB. So no, cannot. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to understand the customer satisfaction, not your customer service. The service will go on, sales will go on. That's also very, very important, your customer satisfaction level. If you can bring that up, the customers of yours are your ambassadors to make sure that your product is spoken about and sold by many people. That's in short. I can think too much about big data. I hope it's enough, but it's not enough. The big data takes minimum 5 days to learn. Minimum compressed, morning till evening. Okay? And generally about data, you need to collect your data as much as possible. You need to always make sure you must study and analyze your data. Don't take it lightly. Today, people are selling your data because they are making millions out of it. You cannot even handle your own client's data, is it? So, susah meh? Okay? So guys, please, take care of it.
Moving on, I have a question. Like MAIC as an education service provider, how can we take advantage to move modern way of teaching to like traditional way of teaching to the modern way of teaching using technology?
Yes, with all due respect, I do believe you all are using Google Classroom. You all are using all these things, whereby because of COVID, I think many of people have moved on to online classes. If you have, give yourself a clap. Because why? You are good. You are there. You are there. I give you a thumbs up. You are there. All right? Because at the moment where education, I've been to many other institutions, if you even using Google Classrooms and all the stuff, so you are already on the right channel. So you are nowhere you have to worry that I'm on the wrong side or I need more. Yes, if you ask me, you need more if there is finance available. The company has got a budget to spend a bit more. There are a lot more things you all can do actually. There are a lot of other tools that you can use in education which will take you to the next level. But they're going to cost you. They're going to cost a lot. So therefore, I understand. And if you're already doing it, you all are good. Okay, I will not give more further comments on that lah. Because every different institution got different budget lah. So we must understand the reality of things. Okay.
Alright. Since we are running out of time,
Interesting.
so my last question is: are we actually ready to take business? Like, are we actually ready to take the technology to do business, like all the way through?
I like this question. Whoever asked, thank you very much for asking this question because this question is a very real question. It's a real life question. Okay, guys. Today, if you even look at your phone, you just go to places where you need to download apps, games, and all this stuff. There are technologies already ready, available for you to do business. Okay, remember this. Technology, apps, things to help you are available. You can move on with business. But very importantly, before you move on with this, you need to do your own study. The kind of business you're doing, what is it like? Will it really suit the app or the technology you're using? But it's only the first stage. You need to have a lot of study and information on what you're doing. But if you do not have that, you can have the app just to help you. But that app is not going to make money for you. Do you know many apps out there today for business are self-help apps? They have done the foundation of things for you. They have done things for you to use it for your own one. Have you ever heard about the most basic tool people use in sales? It's HubSpot. Have you ever heard about it? You check it out. If you first look at HubSpot, you say, I don't want to get close to this bloody thing. But when you understand HubSpot, you're like kiss it every day. Why? Because you're not aware how to use technology to your advantage. My final say for the final question, guys, I have got a lot of due respect for everybody. I'm going to tell you one thing very truthfully. You can have the technology, you can have the knowledge, you can have everything. Always remember this. You yourself will put yourself 2 or 3 steps behind because you're too emotional in business. It's not the technology, it's you who's being emotional. Because you got a lot of other forces in your life, the dark side. Okay? To make you not do things. Otherwise, we are ready, but there are another 3 more stages to come in technology which will sweep you away in the future. Okay? AI. Then now there's AAI. So, a lot more to come. You will be 100% dependent, especially in the business, medical, agriculture, technology. Don't expect to see somebody go like that in the future. Okay? To see how somebody go to a building, go to the 10th floor and see. That's going to happen in the future. Alright? Thank you very much again. I love the questions. If you got any more questions, my email address is there. Again, I'd like to thank from the bottom of my heart for all the effort being done and for you all to listen to me. It's not easy to listen sometimes. I try to make it as interesting as possible, but it's a bit tough. Thank you again. Forgive me for being anywhere along out of the line. Thank you very much.
Alright, by that, I think we have come to the end of our session today. Thank you for Mr. Bob for coming here and joining us and giving us special time with us. Thank you for audience also for coming and trying to listen to this live session. I hope to see you all again with interesting topic. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.